What's happening YouTube? It's more motivation reactions, back for another reaction video. So I'm doing a reaction on something that came up on my trending on Google, or Google trending. So basically, Remi Bader, I never heard of this lady, to be honest, and she's gonna speak to Kim K about the surgery she underwent basically to lose her weight. You guys definitely know my thoughts about performance enhancement, BBLs, surgeries to make you taller, lip injections, and all these things. If you didn't know, I don't condone for it. You know, God doesn't make mistakes. God doesn't make you a certain way for you to play God and try to fix it in any way. Instead, the question should be, why you're insecure and how do you develop more self-awareness and self-love without requiring to do these things. Or at least if you want to change something, do it in a natural way. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's just react to the video and I'll take it from there. Okay, so I have the video here. It's a reel, I believe, or a short, and we'll just take it from there, folks. Alright, okay, let's see what we can learn from it, and yeah, take it from there. But I cannot really say this is something I'm happy to see, but let's see what we can learn from it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's get it.
On TikTok, like bariatric TikTok surgery, like weight loss surgery, and I was like, oh, I could never, while I have like this following and I'm living this life, like maybe in like 10 years if I'm, or a few years, or whenever I'm less relevant, I'll do it. And I just think that day I was like, let me inquire, like I don't care.
Right.
Literally that next morning I called my back surgeon, who connected me with a surgeon that does bariatric surgery, and all
bariatric surgery. Interesting. I definitely want to look up what that is, because like I said, I'm very ignorant when it comes to enhancing your body in unnatural ways. I'm very ignorant when it comes to it, so bear with me.
What is bariatric surgery? Yes, so bariatric surgery is like a term of...
Great question. What's the name? Chloe.
It's weight loss surgery, but there's different types.
Okay.
And what I would see, what I feel like is most common, and what I would see on TikTok, the only one I would see mostly was the sleeve, the gastric sleeve.
Right.
Which is the only thing I was looking at, because I was just seeing, oh, the recovery's easy, it's not that big a deal, and maybe I'll do that. When I called my surgeon, I thought it was interesting because, well, who became my surgeon, he said, I explained the binge eating, I explained everything I was going through, and he's like, you can't do the sleeve. And I'm like, why? That's the only thing I would do. I guess I'm not doing this then. And he was like, basically the sleeve is where they cut out 80% of your stomach.
That's crazy. 80%? Goodness gracious. I'm gonna have to like look into it, because I never knew about this. Oh, I know one. Liposuction. I know that one. Goodness, folks. As a personal trainer and somebody that trained people for over a decade, between the ages of 18 and, what's the oldest person I trained? 65. There's definitely a better way to go about weight loss. The long way is the better way. As hard that is to hear, you just don't know, man. Like, you only have one body, and to try to play God and to try to do these things to get quicker results is gonna bite you later on. I'm just interested to see within the next 10 to 20 years what her total health is gonna be. But these shortcuts don't help anybody. I don't condone steroids. I don't condone surgeries. It's liposuction, BBLs, breaking your kneecaps to be 6 foot tall as a man. I don't condone any of that. I don't. The only exception may be if you're a bodybuilder and you compete in a sport that other people need to do it, okay, go for it. But if you're not a bodybuilder and a pro that needs to do it, stay away from all that stuff. I don't condone weed. I don't condone cigarettes. I don't condone any of that. Oh, Mulo, you're boring. Well, I mean, if you really care about your health, you just won't partake in all these things. And I'm just wondering how much it would cost to get that kind of surgery. But anyways, that's besides the point.
It's like a pretty quick surgery compared to some of the other ones. And if you are a binge eater, an emotional eater, if you eat a lot and you continue that behavior, even though it's harder because your stomach's smaller, it's a real thing. It's not a myth that you could stretch your stomach back. Right. So
I have a few people that did the sleeve, and that's what happened to them.
Right. So they're like not even, a lot of people go back and have to get a revision surgery or something else, or go on Ozempic or any of those things after, because it...
There's a better way to go about it, man. And I'm speaking about, I'm going to speak about like the emotional eating part as somebody that used to do like cheat days, I don't know, 10,000 calorie challenges. I tried a 20,000 calorie day once. I did like 24 Tim's Donuts if you're from Canada. I did 4 whole pizzas. So I know what binge eating is like, and I know what having body dysphoria is like. There's just a better way to go about it. You know, I think she should have seeked out a personal trainer and a dietitian first before making this move. It's too drastic. It would have been cheaper too. It would have taken longer to lose the weight or to get off the weight, assuming that she went through it. But yeah, there's just a better way to go about it. About this. A better way. Imagine if that was your daughter. What would you say? You know? For people that think I'm being too harsh or whatever the case may be, imagine if this is your kid. He or she gained a lot of weight. They still have habits that got them to gain that weight, and they're thinking about having a surgery like this. What would you say? What would you say?
It didn't work for them, and he was like, this isn't going to work for you. And I was like, why would I do something that he's telling me isn't going to work? So I was like, what's the alternative? There's also the bypass. So again, this is all under bariatric surgery. What he told me is that there was a new surgery, a newer surgery, which is what I did. And what everyone online, of course, at this point, everyone's like, okay, well, she did one of the shots, or she did the sleeve or something. Like, no one guessed this because it's not a known thing. So it's called SADIE. Which is a very long name, but it's like the acronym is SADIE, which I would say is a mix of both of those surgeries.
Damn.
They cut out 80% of the stomach. They move around the intestines. I also got with my health issues, ended up having a fatty liver. So they actually had to like hold up the liver during that too, because it could be dangerous. And why even talking about this would I think that the recovery would be so simple is insane. But I was told that.
How was the recovery?
Brutal. The worst thing of my life.
That's crazy, man. I'm just gonna stop that there. But yeah, man, in her situation, your body, your choice, obviously. You do what you want to do, but she should have seeked out some sort of personal trainer, dietitian, somebody that can help her build better habits instead of go this route. It seems like the easy route now, but how's it going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now? You know? But anyway, just wanted to speak on that a little bit. It was a trending topic, and I feel like it's something important for us to see, so that at least through other people's experiences we can learn and avoid doing extreme things to get something you could get a better way. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, stay tuned for more reaction videos. If you have any type of reactions you want me to do, let me know in the comment section. I can do so. May God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.